on life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That was the focus of Governor Kristi Noem's State of the State address in Pierre today.
The speech set the tone for the legislation that lawmakers will be working on over the next few weeks. KELOLAND's Dan Santella joins us now live from Pierre with a recap of the address. Dan?
Good evening. Education, the economy, abortion, vaccines, and health care were all topics receiving Governor Noem's attention here in the Capitol building this afternoon. Freedom and growth were big parts of South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem's message today as state lawmakers prepare to start the 2022 session.
From July 2020 to July 2021, South Dakota's population grew 9 times faster than the national average.
Noem also addressed the shortage of healthcare workers and how the state hopes to bring in more professionals.
To our nurses, our doctors, our healthcare professionals, we are getting you more help. We've invited more healthcare professionals to come and live in South Dakota. We've made it possible for out-of-state licenses to be recognized so they can come here and get right to work.
The governor also took aim at vaccine mandates.
The COVID vaccination should be a choice.
Noem stressed freedom throughout her speech and did so when talking about COVID-19 vaccines.
We live in a free country and we are free to make our own decisions. The government does not get to make them for us. I'm bringing legislation this session to protect the people's right to a medical and a religious exemption from COVID vaccines.
Critical race theory was also brought up today. It's become a hot topic nationally in discussions about how to teach students about American history.
State after state, school after school, children are being exposed to radical political ideologies like critical race theory. And we're not going to let that happen here in South Dakota.
South Dakota Education Association President Lauren Paul released a statement today that says, in part, instead of proposing divisive legislation that will only lead to state censorship of the lessons our children learn, we urge Governor Noem to work with South Dakota's educators. In Pierre, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News. Noem also said she wants to get rid of concealed carry permit fees. Today was the first day of the 2022 South Dakota legislative session. There are a total of 38 legislative days. It continues tomorrow through this week, and then there's a 3-day weekend coming up as well. Reporting live in Pierre, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
Thank you, Dan. We have posted the governor's entire State of the State speech, as well as how lawmakers are reacting to the address on KELOLAND.com.